Sure. Is that hit? Hands it back. Get your head back. Not such a big step. Here we go. Is that hit? That's back. Good job, man. It takes a little bit longer to develop. Move him. There you go. There it is. Ready? There you go. Don't wind up. Hit. Good.
A lot of juice and a lot of energy, just like I thought. It was fast-paced. You know, a lot of, you know, I see guys on defense that have played a lot for us, and I think there was 8 pressures in the first day, so that's a lot of pressures to A, pick up, and to B, execute on defense, and I thought they did a nice job. A lot of good intake, better at the end for the offense, not real good in the middle. Thought it was sloppy a little bit, you know, so we're wearing helmets. I mean, we'll know more Monday, so we'll see them. So,
tempo-wise and effort-wise, how do you think that some of the new guys did, and guys who are just starting camp for the first time?
They're lost. Yeah, they don't know how fast we practice. It's a fast-paced practice, and it's our job to teach them. It's their job to keep up. You know, the nice thing is you can tell that they got in here with some of their teammates over the summer, and they learned what we're doing, so they were able to line up. It's just the pace. It's snap after snap, and it's drill after drill, and oh, thank goodness for an applesauce break. You know, I can take a break for a second. So I was proud of the newcomers for that, because I thought they actually lined up and could make it look like football for a second. But it's just the pace. They got to pick it up, and they will. None of us are worried about that.
I heard you in the huddle saying something about Aggies taking care of Aggies. How do you feel like this team and its leaders have the ability to kind of self-police, so to speak, and kind of take care of each other?
Good. It's just a constant reminder. So we take care of each other and keep each other up, and practice fast and try to do it professionally, and stop on the whistle. And we're just aggressive right now. We're very aggressive on both sides of the ball, and so it's just a little reminder, as we always just keep reminding them.
Do you like the way everybody, coaching-wise, handled first day too, in their assignments and what you wanted them to do?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. You know, I screwed the drill up this morning and walked through. I got all fired up to send them to lunch and forgot we had a special teams walkthrough at the end. And so I made a mistake this morning. But no, I like the coaches' energy. I like their juice and enthusiasm. And so that's, which is to be expected, though, on the first day. So.
Some of the players made comments like, finally, the summer's over. Better than running, lifting weights. Got to be the same for you, right? To finally get out here and start the season?
Yeah, it's been a long summer. A fast summer, but a long summer. I know that's an oxymoron a little bit, but we're all excited to be out here. And so when you can get out and start and you know, line up and start to see some of the pieces beginning to take shape, that's fun.
Anything else?
Good? Okay.
First practice today was kind of what we expected. A little dry at first, but I mean, with a head coach like the one we have, he definitely got the energy into us very quickly. I mean, it's a quick turnaround, and we're definitely excited about where this team is headed. As far as the defensive side, they definitely came out with firing on all cylinders and throwing out everything they could. And in return, we just had to adjust and we had to kind of get back on track. And we managed to do a little bit of that towards the end. We just got to find a way to execute at the end of the play.
Were you expecting some of those defensive guys to be as much on top of you as they were? It seemed like you had to scramble a lot today.
I mean, not too much. I actually have a couple of roommates that are playing defense, so I looked in the playbook a little bit last night. But still, it's one of those things that we just have to adjust to, and hopefully it gets a little bit better whenever we get the pads on and our O-line can kind of just cover them up, and I'm pretty sure they will.
A couple of players talked about how long the summer was. How exciting was it to actually start the season today?
It was definitely exciting. It was one of those things where you kind of dread the summer just because you know how long it is, but it's always the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's one of those long-term things that's very long out there, but it's something you just have to keep in mind through this grind, not just the summer, but this entire camp.
I know one of the big concerns in fall camp is always setting the tempo at the first practice. I mean, how do you think some of the new guys are adjusting to the pace that Coach Wells wants?
The new guys, they're adjusting. Let's just say that. I mean, we did a lot of player run practices in the summer, but at the same time, you don't have the eyes of the head coach and your assistant coaches beating down on you at every single move you have. But I mean, they're definitely going to embrace the leadership role of the older guys, and they're definitely going to take hold of it. And I think if they just kind of follow along, then they're going to develop very, very well, and we're going to have a good team at the end of the year.
There's a lot expected of this team and you individually. Do you feel any pressure this season to perform?
I really don't feel too much pressure. I know the guys around me definitely have my back, not just from the offensive side of the ball, but whenever you have a defense who's flying around like they are, I mean, you can get the ball on the 7-yard line. It's a lot easier going 7 yards versus 99. So it's a beautiful thing what we have, and I think we have a good team. But then again, it's only the first day, and we have a long way to go and a lot to develop.
I was off the last couple of days, so when I got to my desk, I saw a Heisman card with your face on it. What do you think of that? Like, to even be considered. Today you got nominated for the Manning list. You know, it's another day, another list for you.
Yeah.
How does this all work out for you?
It's definitely an exciting thing, but I mean, I can't really look that far ahead. It's one of those things that's definitely at the end of the season, but it's all this work that really builds up to all that. And like I said before, the guys around me are. It's not really just my name on that card. It's a whole bunch of guys on there. It's not just the offensive guys. Like I said, it's the defensive guys. It's our special teams guys giving us good field position every drive we have. And even when we don't get good field position, I mean, we still have to find a way to move the ball down the field.
Oh man, it feels great. It's a blessing to have a second opportunity to come back out here and compete with my guys. I missed them. What was supposed to be my senior year last year, but hopefully this year we can get it done, and I could be a part of it this year.
Hear about that play where you get diving interception? That was you, right? I mean,
yes, sir.
What happened there?
I was in the cloud technique, and I jumped the route, and I actually didn't come through with the interception, but I made a play on the ball, which should have been an interception, but they didn't get their hands on it, so we'll deal with it.
How'd you feel overall the secondary did today in kind of controlling the tempo and dominating the offense a little bit?
Oh, we did great. A lot of energy out here, guys flying around. And a lot of the summer workouts kind of helped us out because guys got their plays down. We didn't have many MAs, so that was a good thing.
The defense really came to play when the live session there as a whole unit.
Yeah, it all starts up front. Those big guys, they get their penetration to help, and that makes everything else easier for the linebackers and the secondary, so it's easier for us to read everything else.
How did you experience the season with the injury? Were you still close to the guys? Did you feel like you watched it? You know, explain how you felt about what happened last year in your injury.
After my injury, I was mostly just an assistant under Coach Shaver, just helping him out, cleaning up little things, so like take a little stress off of him. And I was on the sidelines giving guys pointers and things like that.
How you feeling? Full strength for sure and ready to go?
Yeah, I'm full strength, ready to go. No setbacks.
Chuckie's got a full-on Heisman campaign, and the defense gets an interception, and you almost get one. Is that something you guys give him a hard time about in the locker room afterwards?
We always give him a hard time, but we want to help him get that Heisman trophy, you know, and that starts in practice. Us competing, going back and forth with the receivers, that's what's going to help him get to that trophy.
pretty good. Everybody was flying around pretty good, so it looked good today for first practice. Defense did some good things. Offense did some good things. There was give and take on both sides of the ball, but what I liked the most was the enthusiasm that both sides had, and so that was good to see.
It seemed like you were getting back and getting a little pressure back there against Chuckie. How'd you feel kind of getting out and going in a coach-run practice today?
Oh, it's so much better than just running and lifting. That's what me and Jake were talking about. We feel really good. This is the best I've ever felt at the start of a season. You know, I'm not worn down. Neither's the other guys. Everybody was moving around good today, so it was good to see.
It seemed like there's a lot of speed on both sides of the ball on defense and on offense. Did you notice that out there for first practice?
Yeah, I felt that, for being the first practice, everybody knew there's assignments, and so, that's the biggest part of playing fast, that you have to know what you're doing and to play fast, and I think that for the first day and what we had installed today, I think that we moved well.
So are you talking about your off-season conditioning got you guys more ready for this first day today, you think, than ever?
Off-season conditioning really contributed, but I think with us being such a mature team, everybody knew, not everybody, but most people knew what they were doing assignment-wise, so that allowed us to play faster.
Okay.
This is a mature team, and you said it's so much better than running and lifting. How excited were you guys to actually just start the season?
Oh, so excited. You get the jitters, and you start thinking about it. You watch a little more film here and there, and you just start really thinking about what you have to do to prepare yourself for the season. So, you could feel it in the locker room, and obviously it translated out on the field today. We were running around nice.
First day of camp is a time for the new guys, the JUCOs and freshmen, to kind of get a sense for the pacing. How do you think they kind of kept up with the mature guys and the veterans?
I don't think that they did, but that's to be expected. There's a lot to take in on the first day, especially just getting here, and both sides, offensive scheme-wise and defensive scheme-wise, there's a lot to take in, and there's a lot to learn. But that's what camp's for: is you got to put the time in the film room, and they'll learn it. So not worried.
Zach?
Okay, just your thoughts on first day of practice, Travis.
First day of camp for the receivers was pretty good, but I feel like we need to work on some things. At the end of the day, it's day one, so people are gonna come out here uptight and anxious to play, and it's a lot of guys first time. We're a young group, it's just me and Van Leeuwen, veterans, seniors, and I feel like for the most part, for the first day, we had a good productive day, but we still need to come back and clean up some things and be better for day two.
It seemed like you and Chuckie kind of had some of the best hookups of the day and have been developing a good rapport over the summer. How's that evolved over the summer?
Oh, over the summer, I've just been getting out there working extra routes with Chuck and, getting timing, and we really developed trust within each other. And, anytime I see something that he doesn't, I go over there and communicate with him. And anytime he sees something that I don't, he communicates with me. So it's just a matter of trust, and we're very comfortable with each other. And our locker is right across from each other, so we always chatting and talking and hanging out. But over the summer, we just got closer, like the best of friends.
There's a lot of expectations for this offense to run the Heisman campaign for Chuckie. Do you guys feel the pressure to perform? Since there's so much riding on this year.
It's pressure, but I tend to tell my guys to relax because, if we relax, we play better. If you go out there so uptight, you mess up. And I just tell my guys, I just motivate them and try to tell them to relax. That's the most important thing, to relax, to come out here and just be yourself, do what got you here, just go out there and relax and, just play your game.
What do you guys think of the Heisman campaign? Do you guys give him a hard time in the locker room or anything like that?
Actually, we don't really talk about it because Chuckie is a pretty humble guy, so we try to keep it humbled and his head focused as well. So we don't really try to, brag upon him or try to praise him or anything. And he also doesn't try to brag on that either. He's just a humble person.
There's a lot of guys new to this position group this year, a lot of new talent over the summer. How do you feel like they adapted to the first practice of the year?
I think they did pretty good, but not the best where they should be, But for the first day, I think they adapt pretty good. It's gonna take some while to play this position because it's different. It's ins and outs. You got to read coverages on the run, and you have to, know when the corner is pressed, and it's just different techniques to blocking. So I feel like it's at the end of the day, it's day one. We have a lot of days of camp, and I feel like as we go on with the days, they'll get better.